Hey folks, Stoner here from the Upstate Music Channel coming at you from Easley, South Carolina. Happy Mother's Day. We're going to jump right into it with the Rashana Marie Band covering a song from 1994 written by Tom Douglas, made famous by Colin Ray. Here's the Rashana Marie Band covering Little Rock.
Well, I know I disappeared a time or two, and along the way I lost me and you. I needed a new town for my new start, selling VCRs in Arkansas at a Walmart. I haven't had a drink in 19 days. My eyes are clear and bright without that haze. I like the preacher from the Church of Christ. Sorry that I cried when I talked to you last night. I think I'm on a roll here in Little Rock, solid as a stone, baby, wait and see. I got just one small problem here in Little Rock. Without you, baby, I'm not me. And I don't know why I held it all inside. You must have thought I never even tried. You know your daddy told me when I left that Jesus would forgive, but a daddy don't forget. I think I'm on a roll here in Little Rock. I'm solid as a stone, baby, wait and see. I got just one small problem here in Little Rock. Without you, baby, I'm not me. Lying here upon this motel bed, my thoughts of you explode inside my head. Like a castle built upon the sand, how did love crumble in my hands? Oh, 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 oh. I think I'm on a roll here in Little Rock. I'm solid as a stone, baby, wait and see. I got just one small problem here in Little Rock. Without you, baby, I'm not me. Without you, baby, I'm not me. I think I'm on a roll here in Little Rock. Hell yeah.
That was the song Little Rock covered by the Rashana Marie Band. If you get a chance, check out Rashana Marie on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, all streaming platforms and all social media platforms. She has an album out called Where She's At with a lot of great songs on it. Check her out. She's also on this channel doing a few songs, and one of her originals called Cardboard Box. Good little tune. Check her out. She's a great young lady. I hope she does well in music, because she's a very nice young lady, and that was her husband playing on lead guitar, by the way. I think she has a family, but she's a great girl. She wonderful. All right, next up is Exempt, covering Money Money, made famous by Billy Idol and Tommy James. Here's a little funny thing. It's written by Bobby Bloom, Richie Cordell, Bo Gentry, Tommy James, and Billy Idol. The song was released in 1968 and then again in 1981 by Billy Idol, and Billy Idol eventually added some words to it and got a writing credit for it somehow. Kind of weird, but here is Exempt, and they are one of my favorite upstate cover bands. Check them out on exemptrocks.com and all social media and this channel. But here's Exempt covering Money Money with Matt Davis on vocals. Exempt covering Money Money. Next up is a young man I love to hear. He's got a great voice. He's a great, well-behaved young man. He's a family man. He has some songs out on iTunes, Spotify, just like Rashana Marie. Go check him out. He's got, I think, 3. Let me see here. One Memory at a Time, Here I Am, and Born to Be by David Locke. He is just a great young man. I love his vocals. He's also covers a lot of Elvis. And I was born in 1971, and it is law in this country that if you were born when Elvis was alive, you have to like Elvis. And I'm a huge Elvis fan. Way Down is my favorite song by Elvis. Check it out if you get a chance. J.D. Sumner doing that bass vocals. But this is an old archive video recorded a few years ago on a cell phone. It's a straight cell phone video, one camera angle. But it's David Locke covering That's All Right Mama, written by Arthur Crudup, made famous by Elvis Presley. If you know the story behind this song, it was Elvis's first recorded song, and this goes out to all you mothers out there. That might not have sounded right if you've ever spoken with me and know how I use the word mother and the word. Anyway, this goes out to all the mothers out there. Here's That's All Right Mama, covered by David Locke, filmed at the Powdersville Pub a couple of years ago. I hope you like this.
That's all right, Mama. Just see the way you do, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Well, Mama, she done told, Papa done told too. So that girl you fooling with, she don't go with you. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. I'll play some.
That was David Locke covering That's All Right Mama. David Locke's a great kid. He's going to be at the Powdersville Pub June 17th. I'm going to be filming him then, and hopefully we'll get some good audio and get some good video and have a good show. And I'm hopefully going to be having him on his channel doing something like this, bio or something. I've been in contact with him on that, and we're going to get something worked out, and you'll have a little bit more information on him. But next up is the Tim Lee Band covering Crosscut Saw, written by Albert King, made famous by Eric Clapton. Tim Lee's a great guy. On this song, Ellis Edens is doing the vocals. He is a great guy. Pretty good on vocals, too. You're going to enjoy this. But here is Crosscut Saw, covered by the Tim Lee Band, filmed at the Powdersville Pub.
Your crosscut saw, drag me across your love. I'll be your crosscut saw, drag me across your love. I'll cut your wood so easy for you, you can't help but say hot dog. Some people call me woodcutting Jack, some call me woodcutting Jim, but the last man came through, said, you won't be back again. I'm your crosscut saw, drag me across your log. I'll cut your wood so easy for you, you can't help but say hot dog. I'll be your crosscut saw, drag me across your log. I'll be your crosscut saw, drag me across your log. I'll cut your wood so easy for you, you can't help but say hot dog. I'll cut your wood so easy for you, you can't help but say hot dog. I'll cut your wood so easy for you, you can't help but say hot dog.
Ellis Edens right there. That's Ellis Edens.
That was the Tim Lee Band covering Crosscut Saw. A little bit about Tim. He is a dual veteran. He was in the Army and the Air Force. He served in two different branches, just like myself. But Tim has an album out called Singing My Songs. Go check it out on Spotify, iTunes, and all the streaming platforms. Check him out on social media. He has a new project out called Cashmere Possums, where him and a young lady named Carrie Lee, is spelled a little bit differently than his name. She's got some great vocals too, and I think she has a few originals. But check them out and check out Tim Lee. And Tim is a great guy. He is a just mind-blowing guitar player, mind-blowing. One of my best friends, Sean Smith, 3/4 in a Case, Tim would play with him sometimes, and Sean literally looked at him, and this is a ticketed event. These are kind of big shows. And like, hey man, I just wrote this last night. Tim jumped in, guitar, and wrote the song on stage. the guitar part at least. But Tim's a great guy. That whole band's great. There's a lot of music teachers, instructors, whatever you want to call it, in that band. But like I said about my Tim, he's a dual brancher. So am I. I was in the Marine Corps and the Army. I always tell people I was stupid twice. But one thing I am doing on this channel, I'm going to try to get some musicians and get their bios on here on film, like an interview process. And here's mine. It's more military, but this is mine. And it's got me playing harmonica on stage with 3/4 of the case after. It's a bio and a song. Tells you a little bit about me, Stoner. But here it is, my bio. All right, now comes to the bio portion of the show, and unfortunately it's about me. I'm going to include a song that I played on harmonica. It's an original, not written by me, written by Sean Smith. But a little about me. I'm going to try to have different hosts on these shows coming up in the next few months, and different musicians, and they'll give their own little version of this. Hopefully be a little bit more detailed. But I am a retired disabled vet. My name's Matthew Stone. I grew up in Fountain, South Carolina. Went to Hillcrest High School. After graduation, I went into the Marine Corps in September of 1990. I was an engineer in the Marines. Deployed to Somalia in Africa during the little dust up they had over there in 92 and 93. I actually landed New Year's Eve 1992 and celebrated the New Year in 1993 in Somalia. But after I got out of the Marine Corps 4 years, I worked at Spartanburg County Detention Center for a while, and moved on, jumped around jobs, and decided to go join the Army, go and find a guard unit, and go in 2000, and was going to get out and decided to re-enlist, and I re-enlisted on September 9th, 2001. And a few days later, I was set. I deployed to Iraq in 2004, doing a convoy security mission. We escorted trucks up and down the road, and I was on active duty there 2004, 2005. I come back, I was working at Greenville County Detention Center then, and ended up getting a slot on the Honor Guard doing military funerals for a couple of years, active duty, local. We would come out and do funerals of veterans or any military funerals, and we actually got to be on Army Wives a few times, the TV show, the Lifetime TV show. And you might hear a cat running around, but I deployed to Afghanistan in 2010 to do security forces for the Prevention and Reconstruction Team in Ghazni, which was kind of a wild deployment. I was under 2 Navy SEALs, Captain Philip Kapusta and Senior Chief Anthony Iafrati. You can look those up. That was my command staff, and they're both Navy SEALs. And matter of fact, Senior Chief Iafrati was portrayed in the movie American Sniper and is mentioned in the book as Tony. When I came back, things didn't go so well. I was medically retired, all sorts of physical problems, post-traumatic stress, big-time problems, and I was also blown up in Iraq several times, but one time really close and have a brain injury. I'm a disabled vet. I was done in 2011. I couldn't leave the house. I was in a really bad state. Suicidal, really bad. And about 5 years ago, I was actually looking at a bucket list, or making a bucket list, because I was done with this world. And one of the things on there was go check out my cousin's band, Dime Store Gypsy, my cousin being Robbie Chambers. I did that, and curiosity got the best of me as what's behind that stage door. And I asked him one day, hey man, you got anything I can do? And from there, I I got to do one of my first shows with Will James, who was the drummer for Dime Store Gypsy at 17 years old, and he played last night, I think, in San Diego, California, opening for Ugly Kid Joe with the band Pistols at Dawn. So check them out. But I left Dime Store. I learned how to do lights. I was learning how to do lights and production, and I was at Powdersville Pub for about a year doing lights there, and left there and kind of, you know, I figured out music was helping me a lot therapeutically. It helps me focus on some stuff that's not combat related. But I learned how to play harmonica, and I do a lot of different stuff on the sidelines of music. I really don't get on stage much, but when I do, you know, I try to have fun. But I also kind of want to be able to do something so when I'm filming you guys, I know what it's like to be filmed and what it's like to be on stage. I already know that from the honor guard, from doing a bunch of military funerals, but I kind of got to, you know, the whole leadership thing. Or so I'm not in a leadership position, but it's, you don't ask anybody to do what you're not willing to do yourself. So that's one of the reasons why I had to figure out how to get on stage and do something. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. It's kind of how I want your bios to run. I want other musicians to host this Sunday night sets and basically do what I'm doing here, do a bio on themselves and promote their bands. But music literally saved my life. There's not a big music career for me. I've only been in this for about 5 or 6 years, and I have no training in anything music related. I just picked up on stuff. Robbie taught me a lot. Robbie Chambers, my cousin, I mentioned him earlier. He's got a new band coming out, Ghost Train Cartel, something like that. We'll shout out to them. But that's how I got involved in music. I needed something to do, and it kind of, it's a very long drawn out story, and I don't want to take an hour to do that. But I am pretty much, you know, done. I'm retired. I can't do a lot. Although I do all the filming and everything with this channel, it takes a lot. And this is pretty easy and something I can do sitting, and something I can do without a lot of physical, and it's something that takes my mind off of what's going on in my mind, if that makes sense. But the next song is Keep Your Makeup On, the 3/4 in a Case, filmed at Triple D Racks and Sports in Walhalla, South Carolina. Johnny Crooks on guitar, Sean Smith wrote it. It's an original with me on harmonica, Matthew Stone on harmonica. I hope you love it. Check out 3/4 in a Case on Facebook and YouTube, and check out Johnny Crooks. Johnny Crooks has a song on Amazon, The Cowboy Rides Away, or Amazon, iTunes, and all the streaming services. But download music, always download local artist music. They make a little bit more money off of it. But here is 3/4 in a Case with Keep Your Makeup On, featuring me on harmonica. Oh dear Lord, I hope you like it.
Have you ever seen the sunrise through Carolina lights? Have you ever been the reason for someone said goodbye? Have you ever heard a Hank song in the middle of the night? I guess Hank's the reason for a lot of sad goodbyes. If you're looking for a stranger once you were here with me. Love, it was gone. I say that's the reason I ain't wrote all them songs. If you're looking for a stranger, honey, I ain't coming home. You can take off that little black dress, oh, but keep your makeup on. If you were to ever see me looking a little lost, out there dancing in the rain, there's only you to blame. If you're looking for a stranger, honey, I ain't never coming back home. You can take off that little black dress, oh, but keep your makeup on. Matt Stone.
Was 3/4 in a Case covering Keep Your Makeup On. Next up is Silver Moon covering Tush, a ZZ Top song. That just sounds funny, covering Tush. But here's Silver Moon with Tush. Filmed at Powdersville Pub.
I've been down, I've been down, in the world, I ain't asking for much. So don't take me downtown, I'm just looking for the touch.
that was Silver Moon covering Tush. You can check out Silver Moon on social media, and also check out a band called Whiskey Rhythm. Austin, the guy playing lead guitar and singing, he is in that band, and Jim, the drummer, is in the band also. Whiskey Rhythm, I'm trying to get them on this channel. Hopefully soon. Check them out on social media as well, and check out Silver Moon. Great bunch of guys. Jim's a great drummer, and Austin is absolutely wonderful on guitar, and a great guy. They're all good people. But next up is another archive video, and it is The Crude covering L.A. Woman, one of my favorite songs, probably top 10 of all time. It's a Doors song. I love this song. If you get a chance, check out the Billy Idol version, a live version. It's great too. But The Crude, check them out on social media. Jason Fricks on drums, Corey Massey on lead guitar and lead vocals, and Don Leslie on bass. Now, Corey Massey's one of the best male vocalists in the upstate. He also leads a band called Kick, which is a NXS tribute band, and they tour in the northeast part of the country. And great bunch of guys. But this is one of my favorite songs and one of my favorite bands. These guys are awesome. The video is a cell phone video from a couple of years ago, just like the David Locke one from before. It's a single angle, but also I'm running the lights. I run them manually. So it has a little light show with the video. I hope I did a good job. I'm pretty sure I did. I hope I did. But if you get a chance, check out The Crude and check out Kick. And thank you for watching, and happy Mother's Day. And I hope you enjoy The Crude.
Well, I just got in a town about an hour ago. It's the mojo rising. It's the mojo rising. It's the mojo rising. It's the mojo rising. It's the
That was The Krug covering LA Woman. Once again, happy Mother's Day and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed Sunday night sets. We will see you next week for another one. Check out the tip information in the channel description and keep watching, and thank you for watching. Semper Fi.
We just don't care. High terrain and mountain air, or westward land as far as you can see. Stay or you could roll with me. Let's get to where we just don't care.